If you are over 60 years old and still forcing yourself on the treadmill for an hour every morning, hoping to melt away stubborn belly fat, then I am asking you to stop, right now. You are fighting the wrong battle. Let me tell you something that can completely change the way you look at health. Recent medical analyses have revealed a harsh truth. After age 60, the hormonal environment in your body changes dramatically. Overdoing cardio does not just burn calories. For many older adults, it triggers a sudden spike in cortisol, a stress hormone. And do you know where cortisol loves to store fat the most? Right here, around your waistline. So that morning run may actually be signaling your body to hold on tightly to the very fat you are trying to eliminate. I know it sounds unfair, but there is a smarter way. Today, I will give you a metabolic blueprint. These are 7 specific steps, ranked from useful to extremely important, to help you reverse your biological clock. But listen carefully to this. In today's list of 7 steps, step number 1 is the most important. Clinical data shows that this single step alone is responsible for nearly 50% of the belly fat burned in trials. It is a method that goes completely against the traditional dietary advice you have always heard on television. When I reveal step number 1 at the end of the video, you will understand why it is so powerful, and you will wonder why your doctor has never mentioned it to you. But before we dive into this blueprint, I want to know who I am talking to today. So take 1 second and tell me in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? Are you watching from Texas, Florida, or maybe from across the ocean? Leave your city and state below. I will read and heart every comment. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. You have just found one of the few places on the internet dedicated to truths about senior health. If you are ready to stop guessing and start living healthier, hit subscribe and turn on notifications right now. Now, are you ready to repair your metabolism? Let's begin with step number 7. I call this the congestion prevention step. Many of you look in the mirror every morning and sigh, "My God, why is my belly so big? Why am I so fat?" But listen carefully to what I am about to say, because it will clear your name. It is very likely that you are not as fat as you think. You are bloated. In America, the number 1 silent enemy of older adults is not sugar, but hidden sodium. If your lunch is a cold-cut sandwich or your dinner is canned soup, then you are loading your body with a massive amount of salt. And the biological rule is very simple. Sodium holds water. It acts like a sponge, soaking up water and trapping it in your body's tissues, around your joints, and especially around your abdomen. What is the result? You feel heavy and sluggish, your blood pressure rises, and your waistline expands. You can do cardio all day, but if you do not release this water valve, that belly will never go down. So what is the solution? Do not run to the pharmacy to buy diuretics. Your body already has a built-in pumping system, you just need to fuel it. That fuel is potassium and magnesium. Here is my deal for you this week. I want you to become a potassium hunter. Instead of focusing on cutting food out, add these foods to your plate every day. Number 1. 1 avocado. It contains twice as much potassium as a banana and has no sugar. Number 2. Dark leafy greens, such as spinach or kale. Number 3. Pumpkin seeds. A small handful each day to load up on magnesium. When potassium enters the cell, it kicks sodium and excess water out through excretion. It is like opening the drain plug of a bathtub. Do this for the next 3 days, just 3 days. You will feel your rings loosen, your ankles become less swollen, and most importantly, your waist will begin to feel noticeably lighter. That is our first victory. But removing water is not enough. To make your body machine run smoothly, like in your younger years, we need to change the type of oil you are putting into your body every day. And that is exactly what we will do in step number 6. My dear friends, if you are still watching the video up to this point, I am very happy to know that you are truly taking your health seriously. Let me know by leaving the number 7 below in the comments so I know who is listening. Step number 6. I call this the maintenance oil change. I am talking about the golden vegetable oils sitting right in your kitchen: soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, or sunflower oil. For decades, we were told they were heart healthy, but modern scientific evidence has proven the opposite. These industrial seed oils are loaded with inflammation causing omega-6. When you consume them, your body literally burns from the inside out, a condition medicine calls low-grade chronic inflammation. And here is the secret few people tell you. When the body is inflamed, it refuses to burn fat. The body sees that belly fat as a protective armor needed to shield the internal organs that are being damaged by inflammation. So you can eat less, you can fast, but if you keep cooking with corn oil, that belly will cling to you as a survival mechanism. So what must we do? We perform a complete oil replacement. But buying the right oils is only half the journey. How you use them is what determines success or failure. Do not bring your old cooking habits and apply them to new ingredients. Let me prescribe exactly what your kitchen needs. First, for extra virgin olive oil. This is liquid gold for your blood vessels, but it is very sensitive to heat. Absolutely do not use it for high heat frying or stir frying because high temperatures will destroy its valuable nutrients. Use it raw. Mix it into salads or drizzle it generously over vegetables and fish after they are cooked. That is how you deliver antioxidants directly into your cells. Second, when you need to cook at high temperatures, such as searing a steak or stir-frying vegetables, use avocado oil or beef, tallow or ghee. Avocado oil has a very high smoke point. It can tolerate heat without turning into toxins or creating burnt smoke in your kitchen. And finally, do not fear butter. A little butter actually helps you absorb vitamins A, D, E, K from vegetables far better. My golden rule is 1 to 2 tablespoons of good fats in every meal to send the signal, "I am full," to your brain. Once you extinguish the fire of inflammation with these changes, your body is finally safe to begin repair. And for that repair process to happen, we need building materials. That leads us directly to step number 5, a crucial step to prevent the muscle wasting that is the greatest fear of old age. Step number 5. I call this the muscle anchor strategy. Let me ask you an honest question. What did your breakfast look like today? Was it a slice of toast with jam, a bowl of cereal, or just a cup of coffee and a pastry? If the answer is yes, then I have to tell you a harsh medical truth. You are letting your muscles starve. After age 60, we face a silent enemy called sarcopenia, the natural muscle loss of aging. Each year, you lose about 1% of your muscle mass if you do nothing. And remember this well. Muscle is not just for lifting objects. Muscle is your metabolic currency. Muscle is your body's natural fat-burning furnace. The less muscle you have, the colder the furnace becomes, and belly fat invades more easily. The tragedy is that most older adults consume protein completely wrong. You eat very little protein in the morning and at lunch, then pile everything into dinner with a big steak. The aging body does not work like that. We suffer from anabolic resistance, meaning your body needs a strong enough protein push at each meal to flip the switch for muscle building. Eating 1 egg is not enough. Eating a thin cup of yogurt is not enough. It is like trying to start a truck with a watch battery. So what is the magic number? It is 30 grams. Your task in step number 5 is to restructure your meals. Make sure you consume at least 30 grams of high-quality protein right at breakfast. That could be 3 eggs. Do not throw away the yolk. That is where the nutrition is. That could be a bowl of Greek yogurt mixed with nuts, or simply a scoop of quality whey protein if you do not want to cook. When you eat enough protein at breakfast, two miracles happen. First, you stop muscle loss immediately. Second, protein reduces the hunger hormone ghrelin, keeping you full until afternoon without snacking. You have fueled your muscles in step 5. You have changed your cooking oils in step 6. And you have flushed out excess water in step 7. Your engine is starting to run more smoothly. But there is still a problem. Persistent cravings can destroy all your efforts if we do not control the second brain of the body. And that is exactly why we need step number 4. My friends, if you are still watching this video, if you are still listening, I am truly happy that my video is bringing value to you. Please let me know by leaving the number 5 below the comments. Step number 4. Activate the gut janitor. Have you ever finished lunch? Your stomach's still full, but just 45 minutes later you find yourself standing in front of the refrigerator or searching for a pack of cookies. You blame yourself for lacking willpower. But I am here to tell you this. It is not your fault. It is the fault of your gut microbiome changing with age. As we get older, the good bacteria that help control cravings decline. The result is that your blood sugar rises and crashes like a roller coaster, causing your brain to constantly send the signal, get more energy. To end this situation, you do not need iron willpower. You need something called soluble fiber. Do not confuse it with the rough fiber in lettuce. Soluble fiber works completely differently. When it enters the stomach, it absorbs water and turns into a thick, sticky gel. This gel slows digestion, allowing sugar from food to enter your bloodstream slowly and gently instead of rushing in all at once. But here is the most miraculous part that pharmaceutical companies do not want me to say too loudly. When your gut bacteria consume this type of fiber, they stimulate your body to produce a natural hormone called GLP-1. Sound familiar? It is the very hormone that expensive weight loss injections costing thousands of dollars are trying to mimic. But you can get it for free right in your kitchen. Your task in this step: consume 25 to 30 grams of fiber each day. Do not just eat boiled vegetables. Start adding these superfoods to your meals. Number 1. Flax seeds or chia seeds. Sprinkle them on your morning yogurt. Number 2. Beans and lentils. Black beans, lentils. These are the kings of soluble fiber. Number 3. Steel-cut oats. Instead of the instant oats full of sugar. When you do this, you will notice a strange change. You forget about snacking. You feel full and satisfied for 4 to 5 hours. Your belly is cleaned out from the inside. However, even if you eat the right fiber, consume enough protein, and use good oils, there is an invisible saboteur that can still make your waistline expand even while you sleep. That saboteur comes from your mind and your sleep. Let us expose it in step number 3. Step number 3. I call this the strategy of building the cortisol shield. Listen carefully to this because it may be the missing piece you have been searching for all this time. You can eat protein precisely to the gram, you can consume enough fiber, but if you fail at this step, your body will fight against itself. I am talking about sleep and stress. When you pass age 60, your body's ability to handle stress declines, and when you do not get enough sleep, I know many of you wake up at 3 in the morning and cannot fall back asleep. Your body becomes flooded with a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is not bad. It helps you stay alert. But when it is chronically elevated, it becomes the number 1 enemy of your waistline. Why? Because cortisol has a special love for visceral fat. It sends a message to the brain. We are in danger. Do not burn fat. Break down muscle in the arms and legs for energy and store fat immediately into the belly for reserve. That is why you see many older adults with thin arms and legs, but a swollen belly. That is the work of cortisol. So how do we build this shield? Change your mindset. Sleep. After age 60 is not rest, it is biological therapy. I prescribe for you 2 specific actions for tonight. Action 1. Lower the bedroom temperature. Older adults need a cooler environment to enter deep sleep. Keep your bedroom around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Action 2. Set a digital curfew. Blue light from the TV or phone suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Turn off all screens 60 minutes before bed. Read a paper book or listen to soft music. When you sleep deeply enough, cortisol drops, and the body finally removes the lockdown order on fat cells. And once the lockdown is lifted, we need a smart strategy to handle the main energy source you eat every day. I am not telling you to remove carbs completely. I am telling you to play with them. That is the content of step number 2. Step number 2. I call this the insulin reset protocol. We need to talk about carbohydrates. Rice, bread, potatoes, pasta. For the past decade, the keto trend has turned carbs into the villain. People are more afraid of eating a potato than eating a candy bar. But as your doctor, I must make this clear. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. Insulin resistance is the enemy. Imagine insulin as a key that opens the cell so energy can enter. When you are young, the lock is smooth, and whatever you eat is easily used. But after age 60, that lock becomes rusted. When you consume carbohydrates, the door does not open. The sugar cannot enter the muscle to create energy, so it has nowhere to go except turning into belly fat. Many older adults try to solve this by cutting out carbohydrates completely. That is a mistake. Doing so weakens your thyroid and leaves you exhausted. My solution is much smarter. We will shift the timing of carbohydrates. The rule is very simple. When the sun sets, carbs stop. Your body processes sugar best in the morning and at lunch when you are still moving. But in the evening, insulin sensitivity drops to the lowest level. If you eat a full bowl of rice or a plate of pasta at 7 o'clock at night, you are feeding energy to a factory that has already shut down. That energy will go straight to your belly. So here is the agreement for step number 2. Eat healthy carbs such as sweet potatoes, oats, brown rice, or quinoa at breakfast and lunch. But at dinner, your plate should contain only 2 things: protein and green vegetables. No rice, no bread, no sugary dessert. When you stop eating sugar at night, your insulin will drop to record low levels as you sleep. And when insulin drops, the body has no choice but to open the belly fat storage to burn for energy to keep you warm throughout the night. You see, we have prepared everything: correct nutrition, good sleep, balanced hormones. But to connect all of these together and create a powerful ignition that burns fat as fast as possible, we need a master switch. And now, we have reached the finish line. This is step number 1. I call it the metabolic master switch. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the video? This step is responsible for nearly 50% of belly fat loss. Why? Because it is not just about what you eat, but about when you stop eating. I am talking about circadian fasting. Most Americans eat continuously from 7 in the morning until 10 at night. Your body is always in a digestive state, and when you are busy digesting, you cannot burn fat. It is like trying to clean the house while hosting a loud party. It cannot be done. You need to send the guests home so the cleaning crew can work. That cleaning crew has a medical name called autophagy. This is a miraculous mechanism that won a Nobel Prize. When you stop eating long enough, about 14 to 16 hours, your body realizes there is no new food coming in. It begins to search throughout the body, looking for old, damaged cells, and yes, even excess fat cells, to eat and recycle into new energy. This is how you rejuvenate from the inside out. But older adults often do it the wrong way. They skip breakfast. Do not do that. You need morning protein, as in step 5. Instead, do the opposite. Close the kitchen earlier. Here is my golden prescription. Try to finish your dinner at 6 p.m., or at the latest, 7 p.m. After that, brush your teeth immediately. The kitchen is closed. No snacking, no warm milk, only water or herbal tea. Then go to sleep. And the next morning, eat a protein-rich breakfast at 8 or 9 a.m. This way, you create a 14-hour window for insulin to drop to the floor. When insulin is low and the stomach stays empty overnight, your human growth hormone will surge up to 500%. This is the hormone that protects muscle and burns belly fat while you are dreaming. Combine all 7 steps now. You eat early dinner, step 1. No carbohydrates, step 2. You sleep well and reduce cortisol, step 3. You wake up and eat enough protein, step 5, and fiber, step 4. You cook with good oils, step 6, and hydrate properly. Step 7. You see, this is not dieting. This is a perfect symphony that allows your body to heal itself. I know 7 steps may sound like a lot. You may feel a little overwhelmed, but listen to the sincere advice of a doctor. You do not have to climb the mountain in one day. Start with step number 1 tonight. Just one thing. Finish dinner and close the kitchen before 7. Challenge yourself to do that for 3 consecutive days. I promise you, on the morning of the 4th day, you will wake up feeling lighter in your stomach, clearer in your mind, and more energized than you have felt in many years. And when that happens, come back to this video and leave a comment to let me know. Your success story will inspire thousands of others in our community. If you find this video helpful, please give me a hand. Press the like button so YouTube can spread this message to other older friends who need it. And do not forget to subscribe, because in the next video, I will share specifically the top 5 very cheap foods that help clean the blood vessels that you can buy anywhere. I am Dr. William Harris. Thank you for listening, and remember, your health is your most precious asset. Take care of it properly. Goodbye, and see you again.